Good evening. So the governor said he wants us to stay home more or less for the next couple of weeks, slow this bug down, and help keep too many people from being sick all at once. And I've heard mixed reviews about this, and I've got some mixed feelings about this. I've heard some people say that this was never intended in the Constitution. I read one blog post that said the framers of our Constitution knew all about sickness and quarantines and didn't include this in the U.S. Constitution. That's true. By and large, quarantining is police power, and the federal government is not, for the most part, given police power in the Constitution. That job's left to the states. And I think some of it is, honestly, looking at all of this and the tendency to grumble, and I've got some grumbles myself, is I think as a people we're out of practice. Years ago, there used to be serious outbreaks of disease which led to local quarantines. And thanks be to God, between modern medicine and careful public health work, we haven't had to deal with outbreaks in a scary way for long enough that we just got out of practice and maybe got a little bit inflexible. Okay. So as good citizens, we're not going to meet together as a church for a couple of weeks. We need to pray for our governor and pray for our other public servants that they stay healthy. Let's give thanks to God we haven't had to deal with outbreaks and epidemics of this kind for quite a while, because that's something great. That really is a blessing. I've had some lament as well. This means that we can't go to church, and I appreciate that thought. It's hard to not be able to gather together. We've kept meeting together as long as we have because it's a nice slice of normalcy in the midst of things acting rather strange. Well, we still have the ability to be the church and to enjoy some greater normalcy. How's that? Because, as a song from my nearly misspent youth pointed out, you can't go to church, as some people say, the common terminology we use every day. You can go to a chapel, you can sit on a pew, but you can't go to church because the church is you. Now, my delivery on that isn't nearly as memorable as the song was, but you get the very important idea. We are the Church of Jesus Christ. We are that whether we're able to meet in person or whether we keep in touch via phone or other means. I look forward to when we can worship together. It's good to worship the Lord together and easily get caught up talking and sharing our concerns. But the word church is the word ecclesia, which means a called together group, and we are called together as disciples of Jesus. We're called to share our gifts, to share our needs, and to share our prayer requests, and to pray for them, to share our common faith and hope, and to help the world see who Jesus is. We got into this called group of people simply by faith in Jesus. He saved us, and now we're His. And so we continue in this identity as His called people, and we stand as close as we can together, as much as we can together, and we worship Him in spirit. We worship Him in spirit together, if not ultimately together, at least being bound by His love for each other and for our neighbors. So again, pray for each other. Call on each other with the good news. We need good news. We have to lighten things up. Share a joke. Help each other laugh. I've harped on this pull together thing a lot, but it's needed. And I add to this encouragement, set aside time to meet as the church. If you're a household of believers, meet and pray together. Maybe sing. Share the word. If you're all alone, set aside time to maybe call another believer and talk and pray. Set your own timetable for prayer and Bible study, but then keep to it. There's some help in having some structure in your daily life of prayer. And please remember to laugh. This whole thing is not as serious as it tries to take itself. Keep it light. Humor is God's gift, and I think it's oftentimes God's gift for times when things get a little bit annoying or strange or disturbing. Help each other do the same to keep it light. That's what I got this evening. You are the church. Own the identity and live the identity. Beyond that, remember, no man is an island, and you don't have to be either, so call, write, wave to each other in the park, and continue to pull together through this time of isolation. Shalom. God's peace be with you.